Good evening, this is Rob Wilson and welcome to the Euro-Dollar market preview for Thursday the 17th of May 2012. And going into this market, I remain a seller actually at 127.60, anywhere between 127.60 and 127.80, and I'm still a buyer back down at 126.85. The eagle-eyed amongst you will recognise that those are exactly the same values, or pretty much the same values, as we put in play for today. If we look at the chart, you'll see what I'm getting at. If we look at today's chart, you'll see that we hey, listen, it's going to be relatively rare that we call the market exactly, but today we pretty much did. I forecast that a reaction from the 128.85 area. In fact, the market dropped to 128.82. I also said that we'd be looking at resistance up at 126.65. Okay, I'll give you 5 pips there. We actually got as high, I think, as 127.57, and we tested that level 4 times before we sank back down to, we're currently trading around 127.15. So, today we were pretty much on the money, and significantly, I think where this now sets the range. We thought the market was due for a little bit of a pause, and that's exactly what we're seeing. Okay, so the base of that range is still 120, 126.82, and I think there's a little bit more room, if anything, to the upside. Near resistance above the 126.60 level is at about 127.80. The upper limit of the trend channel is going to coincide with 128.14. Okay, and my overall bearish bias wouldn't be wrecked until the market can close really above 129.20, this sort of area up here. Okay, so when I look at tomorrow, I think we could be in this sort of uncertain sort of consolidation area for tomorrow. Okay, at least, and I think that there's room, for the market to climb certainly up to 127.80. On the other hand, if we do get to 127.80 and we see some bearish strength coming back into the market hard and fast, then we do have the possibility to break this low, and then the next support after that is down at sort of 126.50 and 126.25 at our annual low. But you can see how close we're getting. Well, I think the fundamental situation is going to play out tomorrow as well. Let's have a look at that, and you'll see what I mean. Okay, so the first thing I note looking at tomorrow's news is that we've got Euro bank holidays all over the place. So London could be quite quiet as liquidity will be that much lower. And then we're relatively light on news after that. We've got some numbers at 8:30, 10 o'clock, and 10:30. So that the market could well wait until America opens, and I think that's also going to play on the on this relatively on what we're calling really this range bound consolidation zone that the market is currently in. Okay, so where does that leave us? Well, in terms of phase, I think we're looking at a consolidation zone within a bear trend at the moment. That's certainly how it looks to me based on today's action. In terms of structure, we've got resistance anywhere between 127.60 and 80. And then a little more at 128.15, and then more again around the sort of the 129 zone. I mean, we gapped down from 129.15 on Sunday, and none of that, rise right back up to those levels wouldn't shake the overall bear trend. In terms of support, again, key number for me is 126.85 to 80, that sort of area. Below that, 126.50, and then 126.25 is our annual low. In terms of news then, well, we know that we've got Eurozone bank holidays in France, Germany, and Switzerland. And then some numbers out at 8:30, key numbers at 10 and 10:30, and they could well be the market movers tomorrow. So what's the plan? Well, really, no bias from a short-term perspective. We'll just trade against well-defined support and resistance. That's all I have for you today. Get well, trade safe tomorrow. That's it. Wilson out.